Well, I was just chilling by the pool, but then Elon Musk went and said this, and holy... Elon Musk says, time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, and that is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. I'm sorry, what? I really hope Elon has some evidence to back that up. And let me just be clear about this. If he does have evidence and Donald Trump is in those files and we find out he was on that island or he was doing anything to anyone, I want him removed from office immediately, and I want him prosecuted along with everyone else in those files. However, if this is Elon just trying to be a smartass, bro, this is gonna end your career. This will result in the largest libel lawsuit in the fucking history of lawsuits. Like, you're gonna lose your platform, your companies, probably every fucking cent you have. Just fucking wow. Like I said, if it's true, nail him to the fucking wall. However, if you have no evidence whatsoever to back this up, yeah, Elon, you're gonna need some fucking lawyers. Like, a lot of them.
Yeah. Elon just nuked the timeline, man. No warning, no explanation. This is real messy right now, trying to sort out the situation. The notion is that Musk could have called Trump instead. He went full public execution. This is not how allies handle truth or loyalty. I'm going to just say that. You don't want to drop a bomb this big unless you're either desperate or backed into a corner. Why now, Elon? Why this out of nowhere? And the left, oh, they loving this. Every outlet that hates Trump just got their dream. I mean, their dream headline. And Elon just handed it to him. Well, there's been speculation about Elon's black eye. Freethinker Fitness added, people should be asking why Elon showed up to the White House with a black eye, and the next week he is accusing Trump of being in the Epstein files. Before the tweet, he showed up looking like this. Quiet, composed, but something was off. Dana Bash reported Trump offered him makeup. That means the black eye was noticed, acknowledged, and now it's everywhere. I mean, a bruise on the face followed by a shot to the heart to the MAGA base. What happened in that room that changed everything? CNN and MSC are already spinning a conspiracy gold from this. They'll twist it into abuse secrets or silent. Just wait. Silence, I meant. Now, this is Terrence K. Williams basically pleading with Elon.
Oh my God! My head is about to explode. Elon, pick up the phone and call President Trump. Just pick up the phone and call the president. You have his personal phone number. Pick up the phone and call him. Y'all, it is so much going on right now. Literally, it is too much going on at one time. Every time I get on the internet, it's something new. Every time I log on, it is something new going on. Something absolutely crazy. Elon and President Trump, y'all don't need to be fighting each other. Y'all need to be fighting Congress because Congress is the problem. Now, Elon, you can easily call President Trump. Please get off the internet and call him. You have literally been hanging with President Trump for a while. You have been at Mar-a-Lago, having dinner with him, staying at his properties. You can call him. Y'all have spent countless of days together. Literally, so much personal time. Running around the country like brothers. Call President Trump on the phone. We don't want to see y'all fighting on the internet. We don't want to see that. We don't want that. And we don't have time for that. Call him. Get off of X. I know it's your platform, but get off of X and call Trump. Have you called him? Is he not picking up your calls? Is he not answering you? What's going on? Why are you coming to X when you can easily dial his number? Both of y'all could be right. It's possible to be right at the same. It is possible for both of y'all to be right about this big, beautiful bill. Maybe there is too much stuff in there, and there's a lot of great stuff in there. Work it out. Congress, go after them.
You see, Elon and Trump weren't just partners. They seemed like brothers in arms. And now, from Terrence's point of view, one of them won't call back. You got to think, man, the same man who gave you a key to the White House is now getting aired out like a stranger. That's not just cold, man. That's calculated. Friendship doesn't end with silence. It ends with spectacle, apparently. Why expose him to the world before even dialing his number, according to this video? I mean, you better believe, man, the left, woof. However, Trump did respond. He called Elon crazy. Actually, where is it? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is it. My bad.
All right, we are getting some reaction to the back and forth with Elon Musk and President Trump. President Trump has now responded to Elon Musk on his Truth Social account, and he posted this. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. John, there are more coming in after that, but this is obviously a clear response to Elon Musk, who's been tweeting away since the president's words in the Oval Office in the noon hour.
Yeah, more from President Trump on Truth Social, including this. And this really, I mean, this is Lexington and Concord here. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. One of those contracts is a contract worth about $15 billion between SpaceX and NASA. Of course, SpaceX sending supplies up to the International Space Station, the whole Starship project. I mean, you ever watch those old Bugs Bunny cartoons?
Yes.
Yeah, where Bugs Bunny said, I guess you know, this means war. Yeah, I think that's where we are right now.
You know, I'm looking, and Elon Musk had been pretty busy tweeting away since the president shared his words about their relationship in the Oval Office. And a lot of it obviously was the insistence that this is too much spending, too much pork. And Elon even chose to post past videos and words of the president, perhaps suggesting that this is a different person than he was before and things that he said before. But this is a back and forth that's getting pretty fierce, John.
Yeah. And Trump didn't just clap back. He decapitated the narrative. He reminded the world who made the first move. Elon didn't lose Trump's support because of policy. It seems as though he lost it because of pride. Just saying, putting it out there. He said, something about taking away his EV? Took away his EV mandate and he went crazy. Was this a breakdown or betrayal? And if you thought things could get crazier, Bannon said the quiet part out loud.
Know anything. He's a know-it-all. He knows some engineering. Don't get me wrong. I give a hat tip for that, but he doesn't know anything about the real world. Doge was, and for any fanboys that still exist, while you're wrapping up in your cape tonight, understand on Doge, he didn't find any fraud. There's plenty of fraud out there. He didn't find. This was President Trump's first complaint. Was this all BS? Right with the with the Doge. The act that President Trump should be taking immediately, I think, when he threatens to take one of the big programs out of SpaceX, President Trump tonight should sign an executive order calling for the Defense Production Act to be called in SpaceX and seize SpaceX tonight before midnight. Know anything?
I'm just here to report. George replied with, no, let's not do that. That's communist. Thomas USA said he is not wrong. That is what the government should do. Somebody else replied, so the federal government should seize control of a private company, SpaceX, and that government-controlled company will then perform better or even as good as the private company, which is the unrivaled leader in its field, because conservatives. So you can see there's a mixture of views here. But is it still about principle or has it become personal? Sometimes two people can be right, and still be at war. Peep this.
I don't know how else to say it. Elon Musk is not wrong. Donald Trump is not wrong. They're coming at this from two different angles, though. Elon Musk is not a politician. He doesn't know the inner workings of Washington, D.C. God bless him. God bless him, right? He comes from the world of being a genius business guy. In his world, maybe Congress actually wants to do a good job. Maybe Congress actually wants to cut the IRS. Maybe Congress actually wants to get rid of USAID. Maybe they actually love America. Donald Trump and this big, beautiful bill, it's not a bad bill. Yeah, there's a lot of government pork in it, absolutely. But you're dealing with a Congress, they don't give a shit. Congress is filled with corrupt politicians who have been there in most cases for way too long. They're not MAGA. Congress isn't MAGA. Just because your congressmen say, I support Donald Trump, just because they ran on the Trump agenda, just because you get an email asking you to chip in $25 so that they can go to DC and back up Trump, let it be known. They don't give a fuck about America First or Donald Trump. They care about lining their own pathetic pockets, with the exception of about 20, and I'm being generous. So Elon Musk saying the bill sucks, cut the bill. Basically, every bill that can actually pass the current Congress is going to suck. Here's the problem. We don't pass this bill, we don't get the tax cuts that we need to keep. The taxes go up in the sky. Now, to Elon Musk, 2% extra tax doesn't make a big difference. Elon isn't going hungry because of 2%. Elon isn't ever going hungry. But the American people, if we don't pass this bill, we might go hungry. Like, we're not doing well because we suffered through 4 years of Joe Biden's economy, and the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was written in such a way that it expired because that's all these people do. Congress is now saying, we can't pass the Doge cuts until we win re-election, because all these people know how to do is survive in their parasitic congressional jobs, where all they do is run, do one or two things, and then do nothing. So Elon's not wrong. I don't disagree with Elon Musk, but you can't let the good be the enemy of the perfect. And we're not getting perfect under this current Congress. So the one big, beautiful bill, it has to pass. It has to pass. Should it be smaller? Yeah. Should it be a lot smaller? Yeah. Should it be single subject? Absolutely. We were supposed to get 18 separate budgets, remember? We weren't supposed to get omnibus. Where the fuck is Speaker Johnson on that? Where is the blame on Speaker Johnson? Because Speaker Johnson, who I met Speaker Johnson. I remember he told me he was Sicilian. I said, that's a Sicilian? I've never seen such a Sicilian be a pussy. But whatever. You cannot get great things passed when you're dealing with people who have the testicles that are the size of chickpeas. Speaker Johnson His testicles, they're in somebody's purse somewhere. I don't know where. But somebody needs to go find that person, reattach them to Mike, if Mike ever had them. President Trump is a realist. The one big beautiful bill is as good as it's going to get for right now. And it's not a bad bill. Elon Musk, I love the man, but we can't let the perfect be the enemy of the good.
So it seems Elon believes in ideal reform, and Trump knows you can't clean up the swamp with clean hands. Don't let MAGA become the monster that was built to fight, for sure. But again, I'll say what I said before I played it. Sometimes two people can be right and still be at war. That's where we are. But Trump defends the bill. He posted, "I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done this months ago. He should have done so months ago, rather. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If this bill doesn't pass, there will be a 68% tax increase, and things far worse than that. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. This puts our country on a path of greatness. Make America great again." This isn't the Trump of 2016. This is the one done playing nice with any dysfunction. 1.6 trillion in cuts, 68% tax hike if it fails. I don't know, man. I don't sound like a guess. Sound more like a warning. I didn't create this mess. I'm here to fix it. So why did Elon turn on him? At the most critical moment, it seems. Of course, Biden handlers will point out this is proof of Trump's chaos, but they won't mention the $7 gas and open borders they gave us instead. Now, Elon Musk says without me, Trump would have lost the election. This is getting messy, man. This is some love and hip hop type drama, love and politics level drama right here. Honestly, they need a peer mediator. But it says right here, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. And right below that, it says, such ingratitude. Now, I'm not on his actual page, but this is what Don Lucre posted. A screenshot of. So he framed the whole victory as his own. This is like some tantrum level shit right here. 100 million donated. X used to push the GOP turnout. I mean, he has a point, but he also has an ego. Look, such ingratitude. When did helping turn into holding leverage between them? However, Xaviaer calls out the lack of evidence in Elon's accusation.
First of all, if Elon Musk already knew this information, then why did it take him this long for him to tell us this information? I'm not impressed by Elon lashing out like an emotional teenager. This is clearly a personal attack. That being said, going to Epstein Island does not mean that you participated in human trafficking. Just like going to a Diddy party does not mean that you participated in freak-offs. Epstein and Diddy were famous socialites known for extravagant elite events. Many people were involved in these parties that had nothing to do with the crimes that happened. This is why we need details and to see the the files. And everyone, yes, everyone who is guilty of a sex crime must be held accountable. But until then, no, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon of attacking Trump and acting like he's guilty of something that we've seen no evidence of. First of all, if Elon...
Accusations this big better come with more than a tweet. Because if you're wrong, you didn't just miss, you are destroyed. The Epstein files are real, the crimes are real, but the truth doesn't serve any side without proof. And I like what he said, we don't do bandwagons, we do evidence. Or something along the lines of that. Why accuse somebody of that if you don't have proof to back it up? I'm in agreement, man. Anybody who's on that island should be held accountable. I don't care who you are. However, all the tweets, all the threats, all the drama. Maybe this wasn't a real war at all. Tony posted $10, says this is part of the plan. What if this is strategic misdirection to distract the media, force disclosures, or smoke out disloyal insiders? I'm just saying, the greatest plans are the ones that look like chaos until they're complete. What if this whole feud was the plan? Yeah, they'll never see that coming. Because while they celebrate the split, MAGA could be setting a trap. I'm just saying. Elon Musk accused Trump of being in the Epstein files. Trump called him crazy. Bannon wants SpaceX seized. Meanwhile, the black eye mystery, MAGA betrayal rumors and accusations of disloyalty are spiraling out of control right now. It's getting ridiculous. But this is a real war or something deeper. We're here to try to expose the truth behind this Elon versus Trump fallout. Was this betrayal or power play? Let's find out on the next episode of Dragon. Anywho, y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. Peace.